Greetings, YouTube. Happy Wednesday. I just logged into the game to see if there was an offer to review. As always, as you can see, we're less than a minute into the 24-hour time period of this, and we do get a very interesting offer to review. I do not recall, I don't declare that I have seen this kind of offer before, or at least in a long time, for units. Normally, this is a daily or monthly card offer that you see in the unit store. So the good news for free-to-play players, if you have a hard time getting signature stones, normally because those offers are not available to you since you do not spend money on the game, this is one of those rare opportunities where you can actually get some 6 stones. And the cool thing is they're generics, especially the 5-star versions. The 4-star really aren't as big of a deal. We have seen different offers before with the ability to max sig a 4-star from a specific item. So getting 30 4-star 6 stones does not even get your 4-star champion to a third of the way to max, because that would take 33 6 stones and you're 3 short. Now, of course, with the 50 class base, you're probably going to have the chance to do this. But I do want to put this into perspective in that there are going to be a lot of people who go tomorrow, and understandably so, for the Mysterio featured Grandmaster and featured Cavalier crystals, which are 300 units apiece. So the 5-star one, while 1,500 units is a lot of units, that's a little bit more than $50 worth of units. Now, of course, if you're free to play, it always annoys me when you're like, you see the comments. It's just, it triggers me when people comment, "You're telling people to spend $50? No! I only say this if you already have the units. And if you're talking to free-to-play players, they've never spent a penny on this game. So saying I'm asking free-to-play players to spend $50 is as ignorant as it comes, because they have hoarded the units, probably mostly because of the arena, over the course of weeks, maybe months, and they can do this for free. I am not telling you that you should go to the unit store and spend your actual cash to purchase units to be able to get this. If that is you, the value of these unit offers often is far worse, or at least a little bit worse, than the unit stores for cash. And that is because Kabam knows that these offers can, in theory, not make them more cash, because if you use your units in the game, you aren't actually charging your credit card a penny, which does not equate them to money. This is also why you often see 2 or even 3-to-1 ratio of not unit offers, but store offers. I don't know why that word was so hard for me to say on a Wednesday. But why you see the store offers 3 times as much as you see unit offers, because they want the cash whales to charge their credit cards. Okay, so let's discuss this, because of course you can only choose one. It is interesting that the left bundle is more than half the price of the right one. I think that ratio is normally about 2-to-1. So I would expect the left bundle to be about 750 units. So it is actually 100 units more than we have seen in the past. And you only get gold, signature stone crystals, and 6 stones. So how much should this thing be worth? Gosh, maybe 500 units. But even in the past, we've seen some extra bonus items in this, like some tier 2 alpha catalyst fragments. Very rare occasion we've seen some tier 5 basic, but at least some tier 1 alphas and some tier 4 basic. You know, the kind of items you need to take, say, even 4 stars up to rank 4. We don't see that here. I think the left bundle for everybody, I don't care if you're somebody who's not even close to becoming uncollected, is so overpriced. And the target audience for this, it should be a max of 500 units. It is 850 units. Therefore, I'm giving this a D- grade. It is almost an F, but the generics make it slightly above failing grade, but that's like a 60%. It is so close to failing that it is just about there. I also want to say that the gold for 100,000, pretty weak. Okay, the right side is essentially a mirror of this. 30 generic, which is nice, even though I'll show you in a second where the game is changing. And so the +1s are kind of becoming outdated. The +2 signature stones are certainly more valuable. And we even see the +5s now, because Kabam realizes that some people are hoarding 5-star 6 stones so much, especially those of you who have joined the game in the last 6 months to a year, and you don't really have awakened 5 stars yet. So all the 6 stones you get from, like, gifts from Kabam on a calendar, for example, you have to keep because you don't have anybody to spend them on, or maybe you have one awakened 5-star and they're trash. So your inventory can overflow because they only allow you to hoard 100 of the +1s, which is why we're seeing some different 6-stone opportunities now. But 150,000 gold is a joke. You're telling me that somebody needs to spend almost double and you get 50,000 more? Not even 200,000 more? That is a slap in the face. I don't know why Kabam has been so cheap lately with gold, but it is worrisome. Now, from there, the 5-star 6-stone crystals and the signature stones in general, how much should this be worth? Well, if you're somebody that's not a free-to-play player and you really want to take advantage of 6-stone offers in the unit store, I try to remind you that we actually have a login calendar going on right now that gives you a 5-star signature stone card, which is a really solid deal that gives you the +2s. Meaning for 30 days, you get 60 6-stones plus really great bonuses for cash. And that is about the same price that the unit price is right now. And yet you're getting half of the generic 6-stones. You are getting 50 class base, but remember that's the 1 out of 6 RNG. So chances are you're not going to get the class that you're targeting very often. I would think if you're a free-to-play player and this is the only way you can get 6-stones, keep in mind that's pretty significant because it's very hard to get these. I would give this offer a C+ ceiling of a B-. If you are somebody that, like me, saves up so that you can get better offers in the unit store for cash, you're actually going to be pretty wise to hold off on this because the value loses its superiority in terms of just being patient. And I think this goes down to about a C-, maybe even D+ for the 1,500 units. If you're somebody who does not have a single unit to throw at this and would have to spend cash to get the units to buy this, it is a D- offer. It is not worth your cash. Save it for a better offer. Save it for like this month where you get the +2s instead of +1s, particularly if your inventory is already overflowing, because these things are just going to go into the overflow, and then you're going to be put in a really frustrating situation where if you don't pull a 5-star champ that is great enough to pump these things into, you lose them after, 30 days? So there you go, YouTube. I'm underwhelmed by these for people who can spend money, but if you're a free-to-play player that has the units, I think the right side is the no question way to go. It's got a ceiling of a B+, or a B-, with a floor of about a C to C+. Just know that it will depend on whether or not your inventory is overflowed. If it is even close, I would not recommend, because chances are you're not going to get that OP 5-star champ to awaken in the next month. Maybe you can, but it's not worth the gamble. Either way, thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a great Wednesday.